So far the passing game for the Braves has been fairly effective. Come on. First down at the 13, and here comes Toa right up the middle. And
number 35, Toa on the
I'm not sure he was actually tackled or whether or not the pile of bodies in front of him just got too big for him to run over it.
It'll be second down and about 6 for the Braves. The ball now on the 8-yard line? Looks like just underway here in the second quarter. Braves threatening to add 6 more to a 14-0 lead. They'll send 3 receivers here to the near side. Savage is alone up top. Nix from the shotgun.
We'll bring Savage in motion.
And Tawa's going to go down for a rare negative play in the backfield.
Wind up everybody over to the right side, brought the one guy from the left over in motion, and then tried to run Tawa back behind the play, and somebody stayed at home. I guess it was Marcus Frazier for the Knights.
Lost back to the 10. It's 3rd and 7 now.
And I have a feeling the Braves may be in 4-down territory. So,
you think?
Assuming, of course, they don't score on 3rd down.
Manzo comes wide here to the right. Savage up top by himself and whistles. And what do we got? Timeout called by Lompoc.
Timeout, Braves.
Stops the clock with 10 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Lompoc up 14-7, 14-0. And threatening to add some more, Mike.
Indeed. 10:07 left, and we heard some noise this week that, St. Joe only had a 5-3 record, but they had played a tougher schedule than a lot of the Braves opponents. And,
well, I can't argue with that, actually.
The only problem with that is that all 3 teams that they played that have a winning record, they lost to them. So, yes, they have played a tougher schedule, but if you lose to your toughest opponents on a consistent basis, that doesn't really help you a lot.
Well, who did they lose to? They lost to Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. Very good team.
They lost to Bishop Diego by 1.
Yeah. At home, though.
And they lost to Arroyo Grande, a team that Lompoc beat handily, if you recall.
I think that one was 44-7. The Braves beat Arroyo Grande.
Okay, 3rd and 7 now for Lompoc. Manzo in motion. I formation for the Braves. A little delay to Tawa, skipping over tacklers and gets down to about the 5.
Close to a first down.
Toa on the 5-yard lead. Makes it 4th and 2 Braves.
Short of a first down, it'll be 4th down and 2 for Lompoc from the 5-yard line.
Fairly long, too, and Henderson back in there, and looks at fullback. So he's been getting a fair amount of action on the offense tonight.
Nix under center. Tawa straight up the gut. And just powers his way home. Touchdown, Braves.
Oh, were you guys here trying to stop me?
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, maybe next time. Oh.
It's 20-0 Braves with another point after coming up. Braves in the gate. Knights have got it covered. So they'll swing it closed and line up for the single kick. Once again, Ruben Cortez to hold. Jose Silva to kick.
Jimmy Gardner with the snap.
And speaking of snaps, there's some movement before the snap.
Yep.
On the green side, that is.
Yep.
Flags for offside.
Okay, wearing a number with a 5 as the first numeral jumped offside. And
we were We were remiss and didn't tell you that the St. Joseph Knights are dressed in their traveling whites and green helmets.
And I mentioned the number because we can actually see the opponent's numbers tonight, Greg.
Yes. Unlike last week, kick by Silva is good with 9:20 left here in the second quarter. Our score is now Lompoc 21, St. Joseph nothing. You are listening to the Game of the Week, Lompoc Braves football on 100.9 KPEG, your home for local sports.
The Braves Radio Network.
Let's take a moment to thank our sponsor, Lompoc Community Bank. Thank you to all the gang over at LCP for being with us tonight and all season long. We appreciate your support of local sports and local community-based nonprofit radio. Lompoc Community Bank, thank you so much for being with us.
Our officials tonight, referee Bobby Kennedy, umpire Todd Sparks, head linesman Monty Montgomery, line judge Wayne Hill, side judge Tom Macchianti, field judge Randy Mayab, back judge Paul DeVoe, and the alternate is Danny Oliveris.
Is that BK with the white hat tonight?
That's BK.
All right, Bobby. Been doing that a long time.
He has indeed.
Kickoff, end over end, fighting over it at about the 7. One of them picks it up and sweeps out to the far side. That looks like Nate Guzman on the return. And he'll get out to about the 20.
Number 1, Nate Guzman on the return.
So that will be the poorest starting field position for the Knights tonight, I believe. First and 10, St. Joe at their own 20-yard line.
Their first possession was at the 16.
Oh, well, see, shows what I know.
So their second worst starting position. 9:13 to go here in the second.
And the clock rolling. 4 receivers set once again for the Knights. They do like to spread the field. 1 man in motion now. Fake to Vargas. Throw across the middle.
Ooh.
Complete to Guzman, but tackled immediately for a gain of about 5.
Jimmy Gardner was the first one there, I think.
I
And he
believe
stuck
so.
a helmet right in Guzman's back.
Did a good job of even hanging on to that ball, I think. Gain of 5, second and 5 now from the 25.
Good way to get whiplash. Since we're coming up on Halloween, Greg, this is the 13th time that St. Joe and Lompoc have played.
Guzman sweeping right, diving for the first down marker, and might have got there. Far sideline.
Nate Guzman on the run.
It's out to about the 30.
We're going to give him 4. So,
3rd and 1 from the 30.
Braves and Knights played 4 times in the 80s and then 5 times in the knots because they played twice in 2005 and then
Vargas trying to get the first down up the middle. Looks like he may get there at the 32. Yep, that'll be enough.
Number 22, Jaden Vargas on that carry, met by Cortez.
Jaden Vargas, the workhorse of the running game for the Knights, for sure.
ball out to the 32.
Vargas well over 1,000 yards on the year. 130 carries for 1,183 yards coming into tonight. Alden over back to pass. Got a man open. That is Guzman, complete at about the 48-yard line.
Guzman did a really good job of finding a little bit of a hole in the defense and second one down into it.
Cantley makes sure he doesn't go any further. It'll be first down St. Joe from their own 48-yard line. 7:45 left here in the second quarter. 21-0. Braves on top. Little screen pass out to the far side. That's Guzman, complete. Picks up a blocker and three.
And a flank and a hanky.
And 3 hankies.
Pass was complete to Guzman, but there are several flags in the play.
The field is literally littered with yellow at the moment. And Bobby Kennedy will tell us what it's about. Offsetting penalties, a hold against the Knights. And Was that illegal use of hands there, Mike? I think
Yes.
on the Braves. So that play never
So
happened.
the signal was for a holding against St. Joe and a legal block against the Braves.
So they'll put it back in the 48 and we'll do this over again.
Replay, first down.
Pickup was about 2 yards on the play, and so we've got a play and 2 penalties that just disappeared into the ether.
Clock now running, first and 10 once again, 7:30 left here in the second quarter. And off to Vargas. He gets out to the 50 and then gets stood up and then brought down for a gain of 2.
You
Jake Vargas on that carry.
got a blue 2.
2-yard pickup for the Knights.
A blue 2 and a black and blue 2, probably. Second and 8 from the 50.
He got 2, and then he got 2 blue. And he was through.
Okay. 7 minutes left in the second quarter, 21-0. Braves on top. The Knights getting a little bit of momentum going here. That one's incomplete on the far side.
Yep. Tried to give it to Joe Dowd, and Shamar Savage said no doubt.
Incomplete brings up third down and 8 from midfield. 3 receivers will come here to the near side. 1 up top alone. Vargas the lone back. Maldonado back to pass, looking to throw all the way. Complete. That's Mike Ramirez.
And they're going to mark him short, I believe.
Got most of it, but I think he's going to come up about a yard shy. It'll be 4th and 1. And another 4th down situation for St. Joseph. And once again, they will line up to go for it.
And now we have
whistles. We'll stop action and stop the clock, and we'll see what this is about. I think, okay, now we're going to roll it.
Santa Maria is up 22-7 on Viewpoint, and St. Louis Obispo leads Templeton 10-0.
Wow.
San Ynez 7-0 over Pioneer Valley.
3 receivers up top, 1 here to the short side of the field. Vargas in the backfield with Maldonado. It is 4th and 1. And the Knights will go for it on the Brave 43. Maldonado
Look at the high snap.
looks left, now in big trouble in the backfield. Picks up a block, throws it. Incomplete at the 20. Had a man, but couldn't get it to him. That was Joseph Miller.
And he was trying to decide whether or not to throw that away, and couldn't quite make up his mind, and it was wide of Miller.
Well, protection broke down rather quickly, and Maldonado had to roll to his left just to stay alive, and threw that one on the run before he went out of bounds. Just couldn't quite connect to Miller. And with that, the Braves will take over on downs again. It'll be first down Lompoc from their own 43. And the Knights are now 0 for 3 on 4th down conversions. 5:56. We're over halfway through the second quarter.
And at this rate, we may be home for the 9 o'clock shows, correct?
Are you suggesting there may be a running clock in the second half?
Well, this game is flying by.
It's 21-0. Braves on top.
Take over on the 43.
And why are we stopped, Mike? Did it time up?
Got a zebra huddle of some sort that's going on. And we've got a huddle over on the far side. I think St. Joe may have called timeout.
Oh, while they're sorting that out, we're going to take an opportunity to thank another one of our sponsors. That's what we do. Thank you so much to Larry, the pizza guy over at Pizza Garden. We want to thank Larry for his support, coming on board with us tonight and all season long. The Pizza Garden, thank you for your support of Lompoc Braves football, the game of the week, and KPEG Radio. So, Mike, you wanted a partial list of artists you might hear on Hardcore Halloween?
Oh, sure.
KPEG Hardcore Halloween. Not some people you would regularly hear on KPEG. Like I said, we're throwing the rules out the window, and you'll
Foghat?
Well, actually, we already played some Foghat. But we don't normally play Alice Cooper.
Ooh.
We don't normally play Marilyn Manson.
Ooh.
We don't normally play Rob Zombie.
Ooh. And you know what happens if you rob a zombie?
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, they get really upset. So Arroyo Grande and Atascadero tied at 7 in the second quarter. Rigetti leads Paso 7-6, and Napomo is up 15-0 on Morro Bay.
And we are back to action. It's first down Braves from their own 43-yard line. 4 receivers. Nick's back to pass, looking deep down the far sideline. Got a man wide open and overthrows him. That was Manzo at the 20.
And he was 10 yards behind everybody.
And the ball was 1 yard too far. A diving attempt by Johnny Manzo, and he couldn't quite get to it. Or that was another 6 for Lompoc. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Braves from their 43. Clock stop now with 5:50 left until halftime. Yeah, that was close, but not quite.
Yeah.
2nd and 10, 2 receivers here to the near side. Manzo in motion. Tawa up the middle, takes a big hit at the 45, bounces off that one and picks up a couple of extra yards.
Number 35.
Out to the 47.
Pick up a 4.
I've never seen Tawa go down after first contact. Even when he was a freshman, I didn't see him go down.
I think there was once he was hit from behind and he went down.
Well, I don't count those. Give him 3 on that one. It'll be 3rd and 7 from just across the 46-yard line.
Jimmy Gardner swapping out at tight end.
1 receiver to both sides. Fake to Canley. Nix has got it, pulls it down, still on his feet, running down the near sideline, picks up a block. We have a flag down as Nix goes down inside the 20-yard line. And this one will probably come back.
And we've got another flag.
A nifty move there by Xavier Nix to just kind of smooth his way around the corner and find some room on the edge. A nice gain of about 30.
Took it down to the 21, and that's about where the second flag was thrown.
First flag is over here close to the 40-yard line.
Arroyo Grande up 14-7 in the second quarter over Atascadero.
Both of these penalties are against St. Joseph. One, a holding call declined, and a personal foul at the end of the play was accepted. So the play will stand, plus the penalty will move the ball down to around the 10-yard line. Let's see where they put it. Just inside the 10, close to the 9, and a big play and a big penalty. And the Braves are
just under 5 minutes here, 4:59.
So the initial signal on the flags was a holding against the defense.
Let's say it, Kennedy again. Blow to the head is the personal foul. So they'll march this one off. See, I believe they're going to put it. It should be
half the distance.
Half the distance from to the goal from the penalty. I think it's about on the 14.
So ball's placed at the 14-yard line.
And it will be 1st and 10
from there.
But the penalty was at the 21. I'm not quite sure how you get to the 14, but okay. Anyway, 4:59 left till halftime. The Braves are in business 1st and 10 from the St. Joe 14-yard line. Lompoc up 21-0 and looking for more. Candling in the slot to the near side, now in motion. Jamar Savage alone up top. And Canley is carrying 1, 2, 3, 4 white jerseys inside the 10. Down to about the 9.
It's a little early for Christmas, but the Canley sleigh ride is open.
That was something. That's you usually see Toa Tala do that. Dallas Canley showing his strength as well, all the way down to the 9. Gain of 5 for Dallas Canley. It'll be 2nd and 5 from there. That was some tremendous effort by Dallas to get some extra yardage on that one.
And they bring 3rd wide receiver in. Jacob Hunt out.
Here comes Manzo's getting to the corner and gets down to the 5-yard line. It'll be very close to a first down.
Number 18, Johnny Mansell on that carry, brought down by number 1, David Guzman.
Lompoc now leading Morro Bay 22-0 in the second quarter.
They'll spot the ball at the 5. It'll be 3rd down and 1 from there. Nix comes back in with the play. Manzo comes out.
Looks like full house, and we have an official's timeout. Looks like an equipment issue.
Bobby Kennedy stops the clock with 3:42 left here till halftime. Lompoc leading 21-0. And have been pretty much in control from the opening kick. Now 3rd and 1, the Braves will line up in their full house.
And that is a full house.
They'll shift out. Canley will go wide right, flags flying and from every direction, and this one will be an illegal shift.
Yeah.
Flags for an illegal shift against the Braves.
You can shift a couple guys around. They have to reset.
You gotta give them time to reset.
And then you don't get to have 2 guys shifting at the snap. So that one was UGLY all the way.
5-yard penalty.
Back the Braves up 5. The ball now to the 10-yard line. Still 3rd down. 3rd and 6 from there, however.
And I don't think the Braves are punting from here.
I don't think they're going to do anything except wind up in the full house and power this thing in. Of course, I could be wrong. They're sending 4 receivers to the left. Yes, count them 4. Toe with a low back offset. Manzo in motion.
And that's another penalty because we had several guys in motion. Yeah.
False start against the Braves, and they'll back up another 5. This is going to drive the coach's batty. Little Halloween reference there.
Yeah.
In case you didn't catch it. Yeah, Patty.
No cobwebs growing on you.
Yeah, so we're now all the way back to the 15-yard line. This is the definition of retrograde motion. Back-to-back 5-yard penalties, and it's 3rd down. It was 3rd and 1, and now it's 3rd and 11.
If we get any more retrograde motion, Tycho Brahe is going to show up. And now we've got a timeout.
Well, the Braves coaching staff has seen enough of that. They'll take a timeout to have a little discussion on procedures. 2:33 left in the half. Braves up 21-0. And we've got a timeout on the field. You're listening to Lompoc Braves football on 100.9 KPEG, your home for local sports and your home for Hardcore Halloween Tuesday.
Well, the Braves Radio Number.
That's Mike. I'm Greg. Judy's back at the studio doing her thing. Don't forget, folks, tell your friends and family, anybody who's interested in Lompoc Braves football, if they're not within earshot of KPEG, they can check it out on the web as well, www.kpegradio.com. You see all our wonderful graphics that Judy supplies for us.
It's a Judy morning.
I'm excited about Hardcore Halloween, Mike.
I'm sure you are.
How often do we get to play Drowning Pool and Godsmack and Disturbed?
3 wide to the left.
Receiver screen to Shamar Savage through the hands and incomplete. And what was 3rd down and 1 is now 4th down and 11. What will the Braves do? Well, Jose Silva is coming out on the field. That can only mean one thing.
They're going to line up for a field goal, and they may actually try and kick it.
This will be a 32-yard attempt for Silva from the hold of Cortez. Good snap. Kick is up. Kick looks pretty good to me. Did it get there? Yes, it did. Right through the middle for Jose Silva. So with 2:25 left here in the second quarter, the Braves up their lead. Is now Lompoc 24, St. Joseph nothing. You're listening to the Lompoc Braves on 100.9 KPEG, your home for local sports.
On the Braves Radio Network.
Well, Mike, the Braves have certainly cleaned up their act considerably from what we saw them do last week.
They have apparently sent the juju from last week down to Houston with the Dodgers.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, try and stay out of Houston. It's a little bit warm and muddy for me.
Of course, next week is the big game. Lompoc versus Cabrillo right here at Hawk Stadium. We'll be here with you. The Braves, the visiting team this year, so they'll be on the far sideline. We'll be in our usual spot. I hope you'll be in your usual spot too, listening to us on KPEG.
Guzman at the 6.
Going up the far hash mark, and we'll get across the 25 to about the 26-yard line before he's gang tackled.
Yeah, break a couple tackles.
So Joe has not been able to get a whole lot going on here tonight offensively. Now would be the time. 1st and 10 Knights from their own 27-yard line with 2:17 left here till halftime.
San Ynez up 14-3 over Pioneer Valley.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Maldonado rolling right and will be forced out of bounds for a loss of a couple.
Maldonado is forced out of bounds.
Ruben Cortez back there chasing him out of bounds. You ever notice Ruben is like everywhere?
Yeah.
3-yard loss.
Wonder if he's been cloned a couple times. Paso leading Rigetti 14-7 in the second quarter. Loss of about 4 on that.
Quick screen to Guzman complete, but the Braves sniffed that one out in a hurry. And he gets a nice wrestling move and is tackled down at the 25, flipped head over heels.
Corrales and DeLuna. And when you throw a screen and the defensive tackle and the nose guard nail your guy,
you know
good.
You know that one was dissected pretty well. Got a couple of yards out of it, though. It'll be 3rd down and 11. Ball now on the 26. Clock running. 1.5 minutes left here in the second. Back to pass. Plenty of time this time. Going deep down the middle. This one will be incomplete at the 30, but we have a marker thrown actually out of bounds. The marker is actually 5 yards off. That was out of the field of play.
Joe Atala going over and staying next to it. But that was an interesting marker throw. He kind of threw it as he was running downfield and kind of threw it back over his shoulder. And it,
okay, it was a sideline warning is what that is. Yeah. I guess that's why he threw it at the sideline. It was thrown right about the time when the receiver and the defender were kind of jostling around for the ball, so there was speculation of some interference, but I didn't really see any contact that would warrant that. And this one will be a sideline warning. It's just that, a warning. No yardage involved. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and long, 4th and 11.
The flag was for a sideline warning.
And once again, the Knights will stay on the field. Beginning to wonder if they have a punter, Mike.
Well, they do.
They do. And it's Maldonado. He'll do a quick kick. Fielded at the 42-yard line. That's Manzo breaking a couple of tackles and gets down to the 35-yard line. And a flag down at the end of the play. Clock stop of 1:15 left in the quarter, and we'll see what this penalty is about. All of a sudden, we've had kind of a flurry of infractions here. Keeping Bobby Kennedy and his crew busy. Personal foul. St. Joe. So the return will stand.
Flag signals a personal foul against the Knights.
Manzo brought it back to the 35. That should add 15 to that and put the Braves down to the 20-yard line. And St. Joseph is doing what they just don't need to do, and that gives giving the Braves help.
15-yard penalty makes it first and 10 from the 20-yard line.
They're playing a bit like Lompoc did last week. Not quite as self-destructive. Close.
First down, Braves now from the St. Joe 20-yard line. Lompoc has a minute and 15 seconds left to see what they can do till halftime. They've already got a 24-0 lead, and they'd like to add another one before the break, I think.
There are some interesting players out there on Knight's team. You got Toby Brown, for instance, a defensive tackle, junior. 6'7", 295, right?
Oh, that's a big boy. Toa gets down to about the 16-yard line off a right tackle. Clock running, under a minute to go. Braves not in a hurry. They do have one timeout remaining, but not willing to take it yet. The ball's out to 17. Pick up a 3, 2nd and 7 from there. 45 seconds left. 3 receivers up top. Tower the lone back. Savage over here to the near side.
Morgan in motion.
Off the fingertips of Shamar Savage in the end zone, or that was another 6. Let him just a little bit too much. Clock stop at 37.1 seconds remaining. And it'll be 3rd and 7. That was just a half a step too long.
Yep. Had a pass dropped in the end zone last week. Had turnover inside the 1.
Yeah, let's not let's not go there. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Nick's back to pass. There's that screen to Savage. This one's complete. Leapfrogs the tackle to the 10 and dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Braves. And Shamar Savage did that one all on his own.
Yeah, hurdle, cartwheel, and +5 style points, I think.
Literally hurdled a would-be tackler at the 10-yard line and then cartwheeled into the end zone at the goal line. That was a terrific extra effort play by number 22, Shamar Savage, to put 6 more on the board for the Braves.
With 28.8 seconds remaining here in the second.
And credit Nix for hitting him right in the hands with that one.
Yeah. And some really nice blocking on that tunnel screen.
30-0 now. The Braves on the swinging gate try for the 2 points. We have a incomplete pass into the end zone, but a flag down. And if that's interference, and it's interference against the Braves, offensive pass interference, that'll be declined, and the attempt will be no good. So interesting, they were in the swinging gate, didn't close it this time. Took a chance to try and push in 2 and came up empty. So with 28.8 seconds left here until halftime, it's Lompoc 30, St. Joseph nothing.
Well, I think the Braves would take 15-0 every quarter they play.
Yeah. Lompoc on track for a 60-0 victory tonight, but we still got to play another 24 minutes.
Yeah. They are creeping up on the most productive evening they've ever had against St. Joe. Their high score was 49. They had 48 and 47.
So far, so good for Lompoc. 30-0 with just under 30 seconds left. The Braves will kick off once again. Jose Silva out to do the honors. 2 deep men back for the Knights, standing just inside the 15-yard line. Silva puts his foot into this one. It's a nice end-over-end kick, fielded at the 10 on the far hash.
Ooh.
Cuts it to the near side now and is going to get boxed in and run out of bounds at about the 20.
Nice job by...
Looked like Trevor Cole on the return.
Jimmy Gardner forced him out, and they do have a flag down.
What a surprise. Another flag that's lying outside of the field of play. And that came in right at the end of the play as hole was being pushed out of bounds. So that could go either way. We won't speculate here. We'll wait for Mr. Kennedy to give us the official explanation.
Personal foul against the Braves.
So the Braves will return the favor on the personal foul and give 15 yards to the Knights.
The difference being that when the Knights did it, the Braves ended up on the Knights 20, and in this case, it will move the ball out to the 30 to the Knights on 36. So field position a little bit different.
Indeed. 21.3 seconds left till halftime. It's 30-0 Lompoc, and the St. Joseph Knights have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 36. They have a full complement of 3 timeouts should they choose to use them. Three receivers up top, one to the near side. Will throw to the near side, complete. That's Joseph Miller. Gets to the Lompoc side of the 50 and down to the 45-yard line. Brought down by DeAndre Coleman
and Canley. The Coleman and Canley combo.
Big gain for the Knights out to the Braves 45, and St. Joe will take a timeout to stop the clock with 14.2 seconds remaining. They would desperately like to put some points on the board before break.
Any points.
Any points at all.
Napomo now leading Morro Bay 42-0 in the second quarter.
Oh my gosh. That's a little bit one-sided, wouldn't you say?
Just a tad. Although the most startling score I heard from last weekend was a team down south that was up 44-0 in the first.
That's startling as well. The winner of this game here tonight will be guaranteed at least a share of the league championship.
And should this score hold up, sets up a very interesting game next week between St. Joe and San Ynez.
Quick pass complete to Guzman, and a quick tackle by
Mr. Cortez.
Is that Ruben again? Pickup of about 3, long 2. Second and 7, and the Knights will use another timeout, stopping the clock with 6.9 seconds remaining until half. Ball down on the Braves' 43-yard line.
And I think we'll see one of two things there. Either try and go to the end zone or try and throw something, pick up about half the distance quickly, and either go a first down or go out of bounds.
You mentioned the game next week between St. Joe and San Ynez. That would essentially be for second place.
Second place and the second automatic berth from the Los Padres League, and it would really cause some palpitations over in the San Ynez Valley if they lost 2 games 3 years in a row and did not make the CIF playoffs.
After going perfect through 7.
Yeah.
Okay, they put a little extra time on the clock. There's 7.9 seconds remaining. It'll be second down and 7 for the Knights when play resumes, but should be right now. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Maldonado from the shotgun. Quick 3-step drop, pass complete across the middle to Ramirez, and he'll get down to the 27-yard line.
Clock will stop for the first down with 2.6.
And the Knights do have 1 timeout remaining, which they will probably use now. And they do with 2.6 seconds left. They've got 1 shot, Mike.
Yep, and the ball's at the 27
That would
of the
be
Braves.
That would be a pretty long field goal, about what, 44?
Yeah, something like that.
I was watching they do have a kicker. It's Brock Marchois, number 85, and he was doing warm-ups and coming up short from 40. So I don't know that they'd be willing to try it from here.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see a Hail Mary from the Catholic school, right?
Okay.
Since they've got 4 wide.
I don't see number 85 out on the field, but I do see a bunch of receivers. So
Miller and Guzman on the near side.
So with 2.6 seconds left, we've got one shot for the Knights. 4 receivers streaking down. Everybody head to the end zone.
There's a hanky on the ground.
Pass is incomplete out the back of the end zone.
He threw it into a cluster in the back corner. There were 2 receivers and 3 defenders, and a holding call at the line of scrimmage is declined.
And that will bring the first half to an end. 24 minutes done here at Houck Stadium tonight. And we have a 30-0 lead by the Lompoc Braves. Any surprises for you so far, Mike, or is this what you expected to see?
Well, I figured Lompoc would come out a little more focused than they did last week.
And I think they have.
The coaching staff was not happy with the way things went last week. It wasn't just the physical mistakes, it was mental mistakes and just plain boneheadedness. There was one player who was cautioned twice about running his mouth and kept talking.
Well, they need to clean that up if we're going to make a run.
And the coaches were definitely not happy about that one.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of not smart penalties. We had all kinds of things that just didn't go the way they should. And waving out the window to Rich Grayson. All
right.
Nice to see Rich up and around.
All right, well, we got 20 minutes on the clock for halftime. The Braves leading 30-0. We'll send it back to the studio for some pertinent information about what's happening around the Lompoc Valley, and we'll see you for the second half. Our halftime score, Lompoc 30, St. Joseph nothing on the Braves Radio Network.
While the teams take a break, let's take a minute to tell you about this season's sponsors. These businesses stepped up to help the cause, and without their generous support, these broadcasts would not be possible. Thank you so much to The Box Shop, Frederick Quality Plumbing, Hammond Overhead Door, Lompoc Community Bank, The Pizza Garden, Rose's Anything Athletic, Sunset Auto Center, The Surf Connection, Tom's, and Wilkerson Chiropractic. A heartfelt thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us to bring these games to our listeners.
I got smart about mortgages. Now, it's my house I go home to.
I got smart about college. Now my kid's off to a great start.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org.
I got smart about health insurance. Now both my finances and I are healthy.
Smartaboutmoney.org is a free online resource from the National Endowment for Financial Education. We're an independent nonprofit foundation dedicated to helping people just like you get sound information about money.
I got smart about protecting my job. Now, I'm doing better than ever.
For everything from how to build an emergency fund to how to deal with job uncertainty, smartaboutmoney.org has the answers you're looking for.
I got smart about credit cards. Now paper or plastic has a whole new meaning.
Smartaboutmoney.org. The easy place to start when you want to get smart.
Get ready for a heavy metal Halloween on KPEG. Tune in right here at 100.9 FM on Halloween as we get the scariness started by tossing in some Halloween-themed rock and roll classics throughout the day. Then, starting at 6 p.m. Halloween night, the rules go out the window when we start a 6-hour block of the hardest, heaviest, scariest Halloween rock music ever assembled. KPEG can be your hardcore Halloween soundtrack as we play all Halloween rock from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. So get ready to get your ghoul on with us on Halloween night. It happens right here at your home for scary Halloween rock, 100.9 KPEG. Hey, football fans, do you have friends or family that live out of town but still like to follow Lompoc Valley football? Let them know that KPEG's game coverage is also streaming live on the web. Just send them to kpegradio.com and they can catch all the action no matter where they are. That's kpegradio.com, brought to you by your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. By now, you've probably figured out that KPEG is not your ordinary average radio station. In fact, we're anything but ordinary. First, you'll never ever hear a commercial on KPEG. We're all about the music. And how about that music? We play more music with more variety than any other station in the area. And not just the standard tunes you hear everywhere else. Sure, we play rock and oldies and your favorite classic rock songs, but we'll also introduce you to some deep tracks that you might not have heard. Some new rock, and even some bands that are a bit off the mainstream. That's what makes KPEG so unique. Well, that and our exclusive live sports coverage. But the point is that KPEG is different by design. Enjoy it. We're 100.9 KPEG. We hope you are enjoying KPEG's live coverage of tonight's game between the St. Joseph Knights and the Lompoc Braves. Next week, it's the big game, Lompoc versus Cabrillo, in the annual Crosstown Classic. With the big game trophy on the line, this one's about school pride and bragging rights for the year. Tune in to 100.9 FM at 6:45 for pregame, when we'll have exclusive interviews with both head coaches. Then get set for the kickoff at 7 o'clock. It's Lompoc versus Cabrillo in the annual Big Game, and it's right here on your Big Game home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG.
Dad! Come on! Over here! Look at this, Dad! Over... Whoa.
The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
you can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, biking, fishing, or camping. Or do your own thing when you get there with family and friends. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The City Council meetings are your window into how Lompoc works. You can even speak to the Council and let them know how you feel. But if you can't be there in person, you can always follow along on TAP TV, KPEG Radio, and the web at cityoflompoc.com. That's right. We'll be there on the first and third Tuesday of every month, bringing you all the comments, discussions, and votes. So tune in for a live trimalcast of your City Council meetings, only on TAP TV, KPEG Radio, and cityoflompoc.com.
You're listening to the Game of the Week on KPEG. It's halftime, so grab a snack, refresh your beverage, then settle back into your favorite chair. The second half kickoff is coming up soon, right here on 100.9 FM KPEG.
Hello, I'm Samantha Scroggin, Community Relations Manager with the City of Lompoc, and let's tune in to what's happening in Lompoc. Our Lompoc City Council is seeking input establishing district boundaries for our city's upcoming change to by-district council elections, starting next year. Visit drawlompoc.org for details. We have announced our facade improvement program for businesses. This commercial facade rebate and loan program provides opportunity for local businesses to make improvements to the exteriors of their buildings. Our Recreation Division is holding a pumpkin decorating workshop on Friday, October 27th from 4 to 5:30 p.m. This workshop is open to kids ages 6 to 10. The cost is $25 for Lompoc residents and $30 for those living out of city. It's not too early to start thinking about the holidays. Starting Monday, October 23rd, applications are available for Santa visits through our Recreation office. Cost per visit is $30 for city residents and $36 for those living out of city. Santa visits will take place between December 15th and December 18th. City of Lompoc's Make a Difference Day is coming up on October 28th. We invite our community to help make a difference through various community service projects. Get more information at cityoflompoc.com. The city is looking to fill 19 vacancies on city commissions, committees, and boards. We are especially in need of youth commissioners. Visit our website for details. Our Lompoc Community Development Division has released a notice of funding availability, and our tenant-based rental assistance program is now accepting applications. We will be holding a public meeting regarding the H Street Stone Pines at 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, October 26th at Stone Pine Hall. Join us to learn more about these trees. Follow the City of Lompoc on social media, and be sure to watch our latest episode of Tune in Lompoc, Housing in Lompoc, posted at cityoflompoc.com. For information on all of these programs and events, visit our website at cityoflompoc.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next time when we Tune in Lompoc.
Don't have a car? Too far to walk? Bike in the shop? Welcome aboard Colt, the City of Lompoc Transit. Sit back and let us do the driving. Colt serves the communities of Lompoc, Mission Hills, and Vandenberg Village. We offer comfort, low fares, convenience, free transfers, and great service. For more information and free trip planning assistance, give us a call at 736-7666 or visit us on the web at cityoflompoc.com/transit.
Rich is just a really good guy. The term good egg isn't enough to describe him. He's also certified organic and free range. Rich puts the cap back on everything. The toothpaste, the olive oil, the shampoo, everything. He lets his 10-year-old nephew beat him at virtual tennis, even though he can straight up slay his 10-year-old nephew in virtual tennis. When the toilet paper is running low, Rich replaces the roll on the actual holder, not just on the back of the toilet. Rich is texting and driving. Rich, no. What are you doing, Rich? I was just telling everyone how great you are. Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Game of the Week on KPEG. It's halftime, so grab a snack, refresh your beverage, then settle back into your favorite chair. The second half kickoff is coming up soon, right here on 100.9 FM KPEG.
I shop and cook for my mom every week. I help my dad pay his bills.
I take my wife to the doctor.
Am I a caregiver?
Are you caring for a senior parent, spouse, or friend? Do you spend time helping with meals, shopping, or personal care? Are you stressed? Do you have less time for yourself? You are not alone. Nearly 1 in 6 people in Lompoc are caregivers. Visit caringtogetherlompoc.org or call 925-9554.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so you can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, alright, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You gotta start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cool time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Get ready for a heavy metal Halloween on KPEG. Tune in right here at 100.9 FM on Halloween as we get the scariness started by tossing in some Halloween-themed rock and roll classics throughout the day. Then, starting at 6 p.m. Halloween night, the rules go out the window when we start a 6-hour block of the hardest, heaviest, scariest Halloween rock music ever assembled. KPEG can be your hardcore Halloween soundtrack as we play all Halloween rock from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. So get ready to get your ghoul on with us on Halloween night. It happens right here at your home for scary Halloween rock, 100.9 KPEG.
Do you love to swim? Do you think about swimming even when you aren't swimming? Well, we've got a publication for you. A poolside publication. Just surf on over to the Lompoc Parks and Rec webpage and click on Poolside Publication. That's cityoflompoc.com/parks_rec. You can sign up to have Poolside Publication emailed to you every week. You'll stay up to date on the Lompoc Aquatic Center, get to know the staff, and learn a thing or two about water safety. That's Poolside Publication, brought to you by the Lompoc Aquatic Center.
Hey Lompoc, now that your newest, bestest, most favoritist radio station is up and running, why not put us to work? If your organization has a non-profit event or fundraiser coming up, let KPEG help spread the word. Just submit your public service announcement at least 2 weeks in advance and we'll handle the rest. Call us at 875-2750 for details. That's 875-2750. After all, KPEG is your community radio station. Serving you is what we do. You're listening to the Game of the Week on KPEG. It's halftime, so grab a snack, refresh your beverage, then settle back into your favorite chair. The second half kickoff is coming up soon, right here on 100.9 FM KPEG. We hope you are enjoying KPEG's live coverage of tonight's game between the St. Joseph Knights and the Lompoc Braves. Next week, it's the big game, Lompoc versus Cabrillo, in the annual Crosstown Classic. With the big game trophy on the line, this one's about school pride and bragging rights for the year. Tune in to 100.9 FM at 6:45 for pregame, when we'll have exclusive interviews with both head coaches. Then get set for the kickoff at 7 o'clock. It's Lompoc versus Cabrillo in the annual big game, and it's right here on your big game home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG.
So you see, son, good manners are very, very important. Someday, many years from now, when you're a grown-up, you'll be a man. And when you are, you should be a gentleman. Do you want me to go through it one more time?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, and excuse me. Sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's shut, then knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't speak with your mouth full, don't reach across people's plates, keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. While we're at it, don't stare, don't use foul language, don't call people names, but do remember people's names. Always share your toys, play nice, and cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give up your seat to anyone who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
And stop picking your nose.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
The World Wide Web has many things to offer, and one of those things is Tap TV. Just surf your browser to cityoflompoc.com/taptv. Click on any one of our 3 channels and you will see original, locally produced television. Between shows, we have a bulletin board loaded with announcements and events in Lompoc, with rockin' KPEG radio as the soundtrack. It doesn't stop there. You can make your own TV show. Just stop by the Lompoc Media Center at 125 West Walnut on the 3rd floor of the Anderson Rec Center, and we'll show you how.
And welcome back to Houck Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Our halftime score, Lompoc 30, St. Joseph nothing. Mike, I'm sure the Knights talked about some things at halftime. What can they do to get back in this ballgame?
Well, if they're going to go for it on 4th down, a conversion down again would help.
Yeah. Beyond that?
Well, they really need to get some running game going, or any offense at all, really. They've had some sporadic success throwing the ball, but they have not consistently been able to run the ball. They've had 2 decent runs from Vargas, and that's pretty much it.
Lompoc defense doing its job pretty well, then, I guess.
Indeed.
The bad news, Well, the compounded bad news for the St. Joseph Knights is that not only are they down 30 points going into the second half, they also have to kick off to the Braves to start things off here in the third quarter.
Look no further than Sunset Auto Center for a great vehicle located on 1300. They do indeed.
So the Braves will get the ball here to start things. And they're pretty much scoring every time they get the ball, Mike.
Yeah. And the Braves expecting some possible trickeration here as they have pulled some extra guys up close.
The Braves have 6 players up at midfield. As a short little kick looping over to the 25-yard line, fielded there
by Manzo.
By Johnny Manzo. He'll get out to the 27 or so. So one of those tweener kicks. Lofted it over the front line of defense and tried to drop it into a gap, but the deep men for Lompoc were up as well. So the Braves were prepared for that one. And they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line to start things here in the third quarter. Manzo in motion. Koatawa will get the first carry of the second half. He'll fall forward for about 4 yards.
He was one guy away from breaking that too.
So they got him around the legs, tripped him up,
and held on for dear life.
Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Braves. Tight formation for Lompoc. Quick pitch over to Tala, trying to get to the far corner. Got some blockers out in front. Dragging tackles, and all the way out to midfield goes Toa Tala.
Number 35, Toa Tala on the carry for Lompoc Brave. First down.
And guess what, Greg? We're starting to see some fog move in here.
A little fog rolling into Houck Stadium here tonight, you're right. Reminds me of Sunday night football.
First down by giving away a little bit of money. Pull out your 50-50 drawing tickets.
Braves in Knights territory, just across midfield on the 49-yard line.
Just underway here in the third quarter. Lompoc up 30-0.
Clock run.
Canley finds a seam on the right side and gets down to the 44 before he stops.
And then he ran into a wall.
Gained about 5 for Dallas.
5-yard pickup makes it 2nd and 5, and here it is, ticket number 3730855.
2nd and 5 for the Braves from the Knight 44.
30855. Come on up to the press box. Fourth one, $337.
Ooh, $337 on 50-50 tonight. And I'm not eligible.
$337 and a program with the honorees from tonight's game, Jerry Thompson and Roger Pacheco.
Nick's under pressure, has to dump this one away. Throws it in the vicinity of Jelani Henderson.
Yeah, and that was a simple throwaway spike there. That was.
Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 5 for the Braves.
3rd and 5 for the Braves.
Exactly 10 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Congratulations. Thank you for your supporting Lompoc High School Athletics.
Slight delay there. Nick Jones was adjusting his footwear.
Okay, 3 receivers for the Braves. 1 man in motion. That's Savage. Savage is getting it on the sleeve. Got some blocking out front. Look at that. Toa Tala out front leading the blocking charge. And Samar Savage gets inside the 40, inside the 35, and down to about the 33. And that was well designed and well executed by the Braves.
Indeed.
Savage was brought down the 32-yard line by number 21, Joe Dow.
That's one of the disadvantages of giving the ball to Tala is that he can't block for himself much, but
he certainly does a good job for other people as well.
Indeed, he just often 3 or 4 on the same play. It was just
First and 10 Lompoc now at the 32-yard line. Manzo again in motion. He'll give it to Johnny. He's going to sweep out to the far side. Blocking not there this time. Manzo will get about 2.
Number 18, Johnny Manzo on the carry. 2-yard pickup makes it 2nd and 8 for the Braves.
2nd and 8 from the 31 now.
over on the far hash mark.
Actually, were you watching that Sunday night football game in the fog?
Mm-hmm.
That reminded me of a couple we've had here at Houck.
Oh, indeed.
Where we sat up here in the press box and could not see anything happening on the field at all.
Where you're listening for the cheering or booing from the other side to see what happened on the play.
Toa,
oh, nice
breaking tackles as he usually does and gets down to about the 22.
Just shy of the first down.
At the 23 is where they'll put it. You're right, Mike, about a yard short. 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1 for the Braves.
Morgan in, Tawa out, Cortez in, and here comes Nix with the play from the sideline. He covers a lot of distance running over to get the play from the sideline.
Yes, he does. I'd get tired just doing that.
Yeah. So I formation with Henderson in front of Cortez.
And that is Ruben.
And he'll have the first down easily.
Number 21, Ruben Cortez on the carry for
Down about the 17, it looks like, for Ruben, and then we'll get a first down for Lompoc.
7:59 remaining here in the third.
17-yard line by number 54, Zachary Morris, amongst others.
Savage will go, where's he going?
Yeah.
He's
doing the dipsy-do.
I'm trying to tell you where he's going, and he hasn't made up his mind yet. Okay.
Empty backfield. I haven't seen this one.
Canley in motion.
Ooh.
From his receiver set on the right, he's now going to sweep to the left and get out of bounds on the far sideline.
And that was all Dallas Canley.
There really wasn't anything there at all.
There was penetration on the outside in the direction he was trying to run, and he managed to shake that tackle and still pick up about 3 or 4.
Dallas Canley on the carry.
But that was a formation that we don't see very often, and we may not see again.
3-yard pickup makes it
Yeah.
2nd and 7 for the Braves.
But they had Henderson at kind of a wingback spot, and Canley was split out wide to the right, and then 3 receivers over on the left, and they brought Dallas in motion.
Ball now on the 14, 2nd and about 7.
4 wide.
Nix from the shotgun.
Shuffle pass inside to Henderson.
Jelani Henderson got a hold of that one and gets down to about the 13-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd down and 5 for the Braves. At about the 12, it looks like.
3rd and 4 for the Braves.
We'll send Savage out wide to the far side.
And I think they're just kind of trying stuff right now. Timeout called.
Timeout Braves.
Whatever they were going to try that time, they decided they better talk it over. Clock stop with 6:02 left here in the 3rd quarter, almost halfway through this 3rd. Lompoc leads 30-0. We want to thank our very good friend, Rose Isaac, of Anything Athletic Rose's Embroidery, for being with us tonight and all season long and every season for as long as I can remember. Thank you, Rose. We love you for your support of Braves football and local community-based radio here at KPEG. Anything Athletic, Rose's Embroidery, folks.
And the Dodgers are trying to dig themselves out of a hole tonight. Had an atrocious start. Gave up 4 runs in the second to go down 4-0, and they've climbed back to 5-3 in 7.
That was quite the game, too, was it not?
Oh, goodness. And asset sales must have skyrocketed in Houston and LA.
No doubt.
If the rest of them are like that, we may not survive. That was just nuts.
And the fog coming in a little bit thicker, Mike. Hoping we don't have to start to worry about this.
Yeah.
Third down and about 5 for the Braves. Nix looking to pass, rolling to his right now. Throws complete to Tawa. Skips by one tackler and gets down to about the 4, and a flag comes in. This does not look good.
He says he's going to announce on January 20th or whatever the illegal man down.
It's going to be an illegal man downfield against the Braves, and they're going to wave it off. Okay, interesting. Although they are going to discuss it some more, apparently. My favorite thing is zebra huddle.
And they're going to wave it off.
Indeed.
The flag is waved off.
Okay, so the play will stand.
First down 5-5.
And it should be enough for a first down, I think. The ball down to the 5
All right,
yard
so the
line.
result of the play was a Lompoc Brave first down.
Yes, indeed. First and goal for the Braves from the 5.
5:54 to go.
5-yard line.
Clock now running under halfway, under 6 minutes. Here in the third. Braves up 30-0.
Savage out of the game. And Manzo will be the lone end outside. 2 tight ends. Henderson in front of Tawa.
Now Manzo in motion to give his to Tawa up the middle.
Yeah.
Powers his way through. Did he get there? Yes, he did.
They brought Manzo in motion from left to right and then put Tawa on a counter going the other way. And
touchdown Braves. And it's now 36-0. Braves on top with the point after coming up. No more swinging gate for the Braves this time after the last one kind of closed on themselves.
Yeah.
And they'll try for the single PAT.
They slammed it on their hand.
Kick is through and good. So with 5:26 remaining here in the third, our score is now Lompoc 37, St. Joseph 0.
And guess what, Greg?
That qualifies us for a running clock, does it not?
It does indeed.
At this point, it would be a mutual decision between the coaches and the officials. We'll give them time to discuss that while we thank our good friends over at Sunset Auto Center. Thank you so much, George and Cheryl Bedford, for their support, not only of what we're doing, but for their support of sports here in the Lompoc Valley in general. What a tremendous job they do all over town. They've got 2 beautiful vehicles over here in the south end zone, as they always do for home games. They sponsor the player of the game every week.
With a very nice plaque.
Indeed. So thank you so much to Sunset Auto Center for being our sponsor as well. We appreciate your support of Lompoc Braves football and local community-based radio here at KPEG. Sunset Auto Center.
Here on KPEG and the Braves and Radio Network.
On the Hardcore Halloween. 37-0. The Braves will kick off. This is a low little squib bouncing kick picked up bobbled at about the 15. Now picked up. Got a little seam, breaks the tackle, and goes out to the 38.
And that was about as good a play as we've seen from the Knights all night. That was a
Number 12, Trevor Cole on the return.
Trevor Cole making a nice return, powering through some defenders and finally brought down.
Is that a flag down back there? Yes, it is.
Uh-oh.
The illegal block against the Knights.
And that nice return by Trevor Cole will be negated by a penalty. Wow. When it's not going your way,
it's going away.
It is going away.
I think that was a perfectly illegal adjustment.
So move the ball all the way back to the Knight 10-yard line.
I think you mentioned something earlier about Lompoc not needing help.
You know, that was a 30-yard penalty, basically. It cost them 30 yards of field position. Back to pass. Scrambling for his life now, and will go down for a loss of a yard or two. Does Dino Maldonado.
Number 6, Dino Maldonado is brought down by
You get the feeling he hasn't seen this kind of pressure.
No.
This year so far. Braves defense just.
I kind of get the feeling he doesn't want to see it again either. Yeah. Loss of 1.
2nd and 11. Vargas now sweeping here to the near side. He's going to get undercut at the 10-yard line.
Manzo came flying in there and just took out his feet.
Vargas on the carry brought down by Johnny Manzo after
Well played by Johnny Manzo.
3rd and 9.
Pick up of a couple, though, for Vargas, and it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 11.
It looked like he was going to pick up some decent yardage, and all of a sudden this guided missile in blue with an 18 came flying in there.
4 receivers, strikes the hand off. Maldonado looking to throw, now has to roll to his left, plants his feet, throws down the middle of the field, and this will be picked off. That's Shamar Savage. If he can get to the corner, he can make it. And he is tripped up at the 20-yard line. There he was gone. Oh, boy.
Oh, goodness. And that was just a wounded duck up there. I mean, they were...
The pass from Maldonado was intercepted by
Savage.
Savage.
Snagged it at about the 40.
20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Braves. From there.
Returns at about 20, and the Braves are in business 1st and 10 at the St. Joseph 20-yard line. 4:01 left here in the 3rd. Braves already got 37-0 and threatening to add to that. And one more score, Mike, and I suspect a running clock would be inevitable in the 4th. Henderson in front of Toa Tawa. Nix under center. Tawa gets the handoff, breaks it outside, cuts it back inside. Not going to get a whole lot this time. Got 3 white jerseys on him, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage plus about a half a yard.
Number 35, Toa on the carry, brought down number 21, Joe.
Give him 1, call it 2nd and 9. The ball just inside the 20-yard line.
And we really haven't seen much of Colin Rainey tonight, so I'm wondering if...
Well, he was questionable, as Coach said. We weren't sure if it was going to be a game-time decision. And with Johnny Henderson lined up in the fullback slot, I suspect that we will probably not see Randy tonight.
Yeah. Giovanni, a small fellow, 6'2", 210. Middle linebacker as well, so he's been getting a workout tonight. Morgan in motion.
Fake to Tawa, rolling right as Nix, complete as Henderson knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
And Nix had 3 guys to choose from and dropped it off to Henderson.
Number 33, Jelani Henderson on the reception for Lompoc Braves.
That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 or 1st and goal. The ball right at the 10-yard line. Oh, they're going to drop the chains. So 1st and goal. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's 37-0 Lompoc. And they have a 1st and goal at the St. Joe 10.
Morgan and Manzo out wide left. Shamar getting a breather. Doesn't appear to be injured.
Ruben Cortez, the deep back, he'll get the carry. Get down to about the 5-yard line, does Ruben.
Just a simple dive play off the left side.
And you give number 21 the ball, and you get about 5 yards every time.
And Cortez comes out, along with Morgan. We got Shamar back in there, and
well, looking at Ruben's numbers, he averages 4.3 yards per carry. So, yeah, just about right.
Some shuffling around there. Manzo in the slot. Savage wide left.
2nd and goal from the 5. There is Manzo. Gets down to the 1.
Number 18, Johnny Manzo on the carry, brought down by Zach Wilson.
As we approach the 2-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. It'll be a 3rd down and goal from just outside the 1-yard line for the Braves.
Braves not in any hurry here. So basically, letting the clock work down until a few seconds and then before the play clock starts.
Yeah, I would say that's a good strategy at this point. Third down and goal for the Braves. High formation. Tao is deep. Tao the carry. Tao is in the end zone standing up, and I don't think anybody touched him.
Well, I think he put out a hand and kind of.
He may have touched somebody, but I don't think anybody touched him.
Used it to keep his balance a little bit and pat the guard on the back as he went by. But other than that,
touchdown Toa Taua and Braves. It's 43-0 with the point after coming up. And this kick bounces off the crossbar. Somebody might have got a hand on that one at the line of scrimmage, but it is no good. So with 1:29 left here in the third, it's now Lompoc 43, St. Joseph nothing. You are listening to the KPEG Game of the Week, Lompoc Braves football on 100.9 FM, your home for local sports.
On the Braves Radio Network.
That's Mike Loney. I'm Greg Ratcliffe. Judy Baker's back spinning the dials. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast tonight. Don't forget it's available on the web as well at kpegradio.com.
And the Knights kick return team looking just a little bit dispirited, Greg. Somewhat bedraggled.
I can't imagine why. I'm sure St. Joseph came in here with some high hopes and some high expectations, and it's not going their way tonight.
Yeah, they are home next week for St. Inez.
Return straight up the right hash mark. Another nice return out to the 40-yard line.
Number 12, Trevor Cole.
Cole again on the return. He's showed some flashes, Mike, on that return.
You know, he's just taking the ball, picking up a big head of steam and just plowing straight ahead. And he just there was going to be a collision. He was going full bore.
Well, this one will stand. No penalties on this return, so some decent field position for the Knights. 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. And 1:19 left until the end of the third. 4 receivers set. Maldonado from the shotgun. Vargas will take the ball up the middle.
Still
bounces it outside, breaks some tackles, and finally brought down at the Braves 40-yard line. Broke out of a big pile there in the middle.
And then Shamar finally rode him down. A little 22 on 22 action there.
And it's a good thing he did.
He was starting to break loose.
First down for the Knights.
All the way down to the 42-yard line of the Braves, and the Knights will have a first down from there as the fog continues to roll in.
The Pomo 52, Morro Bay nothing.
Oh boy,
that could help the Braves a little bit in terms of. Oh goodness.
Evan Gugia.
And Shamar has decided that he's going to get physical. It was Devin Gugia on the carry, and Shamar just...
he ended that play abruptly.
2-point takedown. That was that was a wrestling move there.
Gain of about 4.
Yep.
Call it 2nd and 6 for the Knights. A little bit of confusion on the field there. They got it straightened out. Clock now running, 2nd and 6.
I think they were trying to find out that whether or not Devin knew if he was still on Earth or not.
Quick pass, complete, tackled immediately.
Where is it at?
Canley right there
Is on the field?
to stop Guzman.
Pick up a couple down to the 36. It'll be 3rd down and about 4.
2-yard gain makes it 3rd and
Knights will line up quickly. Turn receivers to either side once again. Vargas in the backfield with Maldonado. There's not a Brave deeper than 4 yards off the line of scrimmage right now. Toa just flattened Maldonado.
Oh, Teller just came in and tackled the backfield. Oh,
number 22.
He hit Vargas, he hit Maldonado, and he basically knocked them both down like bowling pins.
And you wonder if anybody in D1 is looking at him?
Yeah. That's not a question. I mean, that's how many people in D1 are looking at him.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter, an emphatic end to the third quarter by Toa. And the Braves are leading the St. Joseph Knights by a score of 43-0. You're listening to Lompoc Braves football on 100.9 KPEG, your home for local sports.
And that was.
And this press box is still rocking like we were from that earthquake the other day after that hit from Toa.
Loss of about
3 or so. Yeah. We'll turn around and go the other way.
And that was just.
That hurt me.
It didn't really matter who had the ball because they were both on the ground almost instantly. I mean, they came together and it was almost like there were 3 people out on that play. And 2 of them were wearing white and the other one was wearing blue. And I mean, Jelani Henderson kind of stacked things up in the middle, and Tala came on a blitz from the outside and just annihilated everybody.
Bodies flying everywhere. 4th down, the Knights will go for it as usual. 4th down, about 6.
Good protection on that breaks down.
Pulls down the ball, throws this one wide, and then complete on the far sideline.
Yep. Got some pressure late from number 73 for the Braves, Isaiah Torres. And we're starting to see a fair number of subs out there.
Yet again, another failed 4th down conversion. Or 0 for on 4th down conversions tonight. 0 for 5, I think, now. 4 or 5.
Like that.
The Braves will take over on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Just underway here in the 4th quarter. Lompoc up 43-0. And Declan Sparrow now under center for the Braves. Dallas Canley will get the carry and the flag comes down as Dallas goes down at the 43. And we are officially in a running clock, ladies and gentlemen. Flags on the field and the clock still ticks. This one's going to go against the Braves. I think it's a holding call. I'll back them up 10 to about the 28-yard line.
Holding penalty puts the ball back at the 28-yard line.
The good news is still 1st down. The bad news is it's 1st down and 21.
Yeah. Well, the good news is the clock is running. So. Lompoc in a very tight formation.
Tala still in the game. He'll take the pitch, cuts it back inside, and gets minimal yardage, maybe up to the 30.
2 yards bigger makes it 2nd and 18.
We want to take a moment and thank the Surf Connection for being with us tonight as well. All the gang over at SurfCon, thank you so much for your support tonight. We appreciate your help in making these broadcasts a reality. The Surf Connection, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, the Braves haven't exactly been an offensive juggernaut tonight, but they have taken advantage of very good field position on numerous occasions. Oh, little dipsy-do.
Double reverse. Manzo gives off to Savage, who's going to sprint down the near sideline. Now has to skip it back inside and will get tripped up at about the 35.
Number 22, Samar Savage on the carry for Lompoc Brave. 1st down.
And Jones took a foot where you don't want to ever take a foot, Greg.
Nick Jones comes up Little hobble, but I think he'll shake it off and be all right. So with a 43-0 lead, the Braves are pulling off reverses, Mike.
Well, they're making sure they get lots of stuff on film for other people to worry about rather than the CIF.
Okay.
Ball at the 38 of the Knights.
First down Braves from there. Savage and Manzo up to the top. Toa Tawa runs it up the middle, bounces it outside. Oh, he's gone.
What
Toa Tawa
block by Savage.
Touchdown, Braves.
Shamar Savage took out 3 guys, and Tawa got outside, and there was absolutely nobody for him to have to deal with.
And in the celebration, Toa Tawa chest bumps with Nick Jones, and Nick Jones was down for the count. But fortunately, he's up. You're right, Mike. What a great block by Shamar. The spring free Toa Tawa. Kick by Jose Silva is right up the middle. 8:26 left in the game. It's now Lompoc 50. St. Joseph nothing.
Half 100, Greg.
Half 100. You're listening to Lompoc Braves football on 100.9 KPEG. It's the game of the week on your home for local sports.
The Braves Radio Network.
He's Mike. I'm Greg. Judy's back in the studio, and we are just having a ball being with you tonight. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget you can join us on the web as well at kpegradio.com.
So, Greg, the important question is the KPEG staff going to be wearing costumes for the Halloween extravaganza next week?
Yes, I'm going as a sportscaster, radio sportscaster.
So you're really taking it to the limit of unbelievability.
Stretching the limits of believability. That's correct. Yes. But here's something I can tell you with all honesty: Tom's Burgers is one of our sponsors tonight, and we are so appreciative to Kim and all the gang over at Tom's for helping us make these broadcasts possible. It's our sponsors, folks, that make it happen. So thank you so much to Tom's, Kim, for all her support of Lompoc football and local radio. Tom's Burgers, ladies and gentlemen.
Cole again. And this time they go low on him. That was
tripped up at the 30.
That was Manzo that took out his legs and
Number 12, Trevor Cole.
had a decent return, but certainly nothing like what we had seen.
Ball's placed on the 31-yard line.
Clock continues to run under 8 minutes left here in the game. Braves to the half-century mark, 50-0. Fog rolling in, getting a little chilly as well.
7:50. The ball was kicked, and
Vargas has his legs taken out from under him by Connor Hayes. Pick up by a couple onto the 33, it looks like.
22, tackled by 2 for a 2-yard gain.
To bring up second down.
As Vince Clay would say, the deuces are wild.
2nd and 8 for the Knights. Maldonado from the shotgun, looking to pass all the way. 3-step drop. Plenty of time.
A lot of subs in.
Now he has to scramble. For somebody. Right. Throws and incomplete.
Threw it behind number 27 for the Knights. That's Mason Biley.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 8. Clock continues to run. Three receivers set up for the Knights.
And 3rd down all of a sudden here quickly.
It didn't happen. It didn't take long. Maldonado now looking to pass to Norman Three. Deep down the middle. Got a man. That is Nate Guzman, and he's in the end zone for a St. Joseph touchdown. And finally, the Knights are on the board.
Good pressure by Isaiah Toronis, and Maldonado threw that off his back foot, and it was just a rainbow.
Guzman able to run under it and find the goal to a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, and then 6 points for St. Joe. And as Chick Hearn would say, there goes the shutout. So the Knights will go for one. Point after the snap goes awry. It's rolling around about the 25-yard line. Now have to cover it up, and the fight will obviously be no good because the kick never took place. And things just things going south here for the Knights. So the point is no good. It's Lompoc 50 to St. Joe's 6 here with 6:15 left in the game.
And that, when we say high snap, that was not a high snap. That was a very, very, very high snap.
Oh, remember the rainbow pass we just saw on the play?
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. Actually.
Yeah, it finally stopped rolling at around the 30.
That was high. And a high on our list of people we want to thank is Wilkerson Chiropractic, one of our sponsors here this evening. Thank you so much to Dr. Mark Wilkerson and his staff over at Wilkerson Chiropractic for being with us tonight. We appreciate your support of Lompoc Braves football and KPEG Community Radio. Wilkerson Chiropractic.
So we get to see something we haven't seen much of tonight, Rick. The Knights kicking off.
Well, we've seen it once. Right? Once. See if they're going to try anything special. Yes, they're going to,
they're going to kind of squib it.
Line drive picked up by Ryan Morgan, or trying to pick it up. Finally gets a handle on it. Breaks some tackles, still on his feet. Now he's got a chance. He's to the 40, he's to midfield. Still on his feet, and finally brought down inside the 35-yard line. What a terrific job by Ryan Morgan, first to get a grip on the ball, and then return it about 50 yards. Tremendous effort by Ryan Morgan. He must have picked that thing up 3 different times, Mike, before he finally got a grip on it.
At least. Looked like he got an early start on basketball season and was dribbling
the football.
5:25 to go here in the game.
Clock running. The Braves have a first down all the way down to the St. Joseph 33-yard line. And we will see mass substitutions here for the Braves now.
Sparrow still out there, the quarterback, but a bunch of guys with clean jerseys.
Oscar Tenorio gets the carry, and he's not going to go anywhere except down to get his jersey dirty. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage? No. Loss of 1. Back to the 34.
Oscar wearing number 8. We've seen some pretty good players wearing number 8 in this stadium.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. We've gone on to wear different colored jerseys.
Went from blue to purple, at least one of them.
And then purple to silver and black.
Yeah.
2nd and 11. One receiver to either side. A little delayed draw. As Tenorio again. He'll get back his lost yard, plus 1 or 2 maybe.
Dixon Sparrow hands the ball off to Oscar.
Until we get to the 33.
2-yard pickup, making it 3rd and 9.
3rd and a long 9 now for the Braves. Clock running. 4 minutes remaining.
And I doubt we'll see anything other than
runs into the A gap. I would think are very common right now.
Yeah, and I don't think the Braves are terribly interested in scoring right now.
Well, they just as soon see zeros on the clock, I think.
Drew Galindo and Anthony Casillas in at wide receiver, and
the late hit is going to be assessed against Tenorio Sparrow on the carry. Actually,
Sparrow was laying on the ground, and one of the Knights decided to treat him like Conor McGregor.
So they'll add 15 yards to that play, give the Braves a first down, where they're going to put it about the 16 or so. Yep, first down Braves from there. Clock running under 3 minutes to go. We want to take a moment while we have and thank the rest of our sponsors one last time. So our sponsors that make it happen, folks. Thank you to the Box Shop, Frederick Quality Plumbing, Hammond Overhead Door, Lompoc Community Bank, the Pizza Garden, Anything Athletic, Roses Embroidery, Sunset Auto Center,
and the
Surf Connection.
The offensive line has just gotten to take a nice cheer from the crowd as they come off the field. Completely been replaced. Tenorio takes it up the middle, pick up about a yard.
To finish off our sponsors, the Tom's Burgers and Wilkerson Chiropractic. Thank you so much to our sponsors for your support. We appreciate you being here with us and allowing us to be here as well.
So the second string quarterback and the fourth string running back, tailback, is the third string fullback.
A lot of new guys, in other words, and then a lot of confusion as well. Second down and 9 for the Braves. I formation. Tenorio will get it. Tries to bounce it outside, and he gets bounced backwards a couple of yards.
Number 8, Oscar Tenorio will carry once again. We'd like to thank
the ball is about the 15. It'll be third down and 9. With just over a minute to go.
Number 22, Shamar Savage, for being tonight's Sunset Auto Center player
yes,
of the game.
Shamar Savage had my vote as well. Number 22, player of the game tonight from Sunset Auto Center. And he's doing a little dance on the sideline right now.
Homecoming game last week. So he's
having a good run.
He's having a good run.
Third down and 9, 40 seconds left. This could be the last snap of the night.
And we'll see if Rennie and Peavy make it back to the field next week. I think the delay of game
call against the Braves. That was probably not so unintentional.
28.7.
Penalties are the one thing that might stop the clock, and they do. It should be running here at the whistle.
Ball now out at the 21-yard line.
And the Braves in your favorite formation, Mike?
So I recall you're fairly fond of it too.
I don't mind it a bit.
Sparrow takes a knee.
And does it again, just for fun. And the final 20 seconds will click off of this one. And the Braves are going to come up with victory number 9 against 0 defeats.
And you know something, Greg?
What's that?
When they decide to play, this defense is pretty darn good.
Zeros across the clock. This one's official. Our final score, Lompoc 50, St. Joseph 6. And this was a brave victory from the opening kickoff, Mike.
Yeah, almost literally. A couple scores from around the league, from around the area. Napomo is now up 52-0 on Morro Bay.
Another one-sided contest. Well, with this victory tonight, the Braves now 9-0, 3-0 in Los Padres League, and in sole possession of first place. If they can get past the Cabrillo Conquistadors next week on this very field, they will be Los Padres League champions.
They will need
they're guaranteed to be at least co-champions as of right now.
Co-champions, and should they beat Cabrillo, which I think, to be fair, is more or less to be expected, then they will, more importantly, get the number 1 seed out of the LPL, and very likely a number 4 or number 5 spot overall in the playoffs.
Certainly a home game in round one as league champion, so that's pretty important as well.
San Ynez on a collision course with the Knights next week is up 28-3 on Pioneer Valley. Paso leads Rigetti 23-14. Santa Maria is leading Viewpoint 49-7 in the third quarter. St. Louis was up 16-2 over Templeton at the half. Arroyo Grande defeated Atascadero 35-7, so that'll bump up the Braves' opponent list a little bit.
Help, yeah.
And that Napomo-Morobay game has now gone final.
All right, our game has gone final as well. 50-6 is our final score here tonight. The Braves dominating from start to finish. We should let you know that the JVs won as well in a close game, 14-13. Lompoc victorious in the JV match earlier this afternoon. So the Braves with the sweep here tonight.
Next week's games are St. Louis at Arroyo Grande, Atascadero at Paso Robles. That's always a good one. San Ynez at St. Joe, Templeton at Morro Bay, Santa Maria at Napomo. Lompoc faces off against Cabrillo here, and Pioneer Valley at Rigetti.
And we will, of course, be right here at Houck Stadium with you next week as the Braves will be visiting their home stadium to take on the Cabrillo Conquistadors, who are the designated home team this year. And the annual big game, the big game trophy on the line, hometown pride and all that stuff.
And a couple quick notes on some other sporting action around Lompoc High School here. Shout out to Mark Yasso and the Lompoc girls volleyball team. They finished the season 5-9 in league, but finished 16-14, a winning record for only the second time since 2004.
Hey, good job.
So big ups to them on that. And the big news is Kendall Martin, Lompoc softball catcher, Lompoc water polo goalie, and the 2017 Los Padres League individual girls golf champion.
Yay!
Shot a 98 in the at Valparaiso to win it, and
did shoot a 98.
And then went down to Sewell Park and shot sub 100 again, but wasn't quite good enough to advance to the CIF individual final.
Congratulations, nonetheless, on a great,
excellent and a tremendous all-around athlete and a great Brave.
Okay, so we're going to wrap it up here from Houck Stadium tonight. So we want to thank you for being with us. Don't forget, we'll be back right here again next Friday night, pregame at 6:45. We'll have interviews with both coaches before the game, and kickoff at 7 o'clock for the big game trophy, Lompoc versus Cabrillo in the final regular season game of the year. So for Judy back in the studio and Mike Loney to my right, my name is Greg Rockcliffe. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We appreciate you listening. Once again, our final score from Houck Stadium tonight, the Lompoc Braves 50 and the St. Joseph Knights 6. And don't forget, Hardcore Halloween on Tuesday night, 6 p.m. to midnight. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, the Braves coaching staff a little bit happier looking tonight.
I think so. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.